What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope we're all doing absolutely fantastic, and today, as usual, we're gonna continue with the book by Cicero on the ideal orator. It's gonna be the 12th part of the first book, so let's get started. But let me pass over the rest and only mention Tiberius and Gaius Gracchus. I think that of all the men I have heard, except in you and Antonius, they were the most eloquent. Their father, who possessed wisdom and authority, but was by no means eloquent, proved to be the salvation of the state of many occasions, and particularly when he was censor. It was not by any carefully prepared flow of words, but by a nod and a single word that he restricted registration of the freedmen into the urban tribes. And had he not done this, the state, which we're now barely managing to preserve, would have ceased to exist long ago. His sons, on the other hand, were accomplished speakers and equipped for speaking with all the instruments that talent and instruction can offer. But while the community they took over was in a most flourishing condition, thanks to their father's counsel and their grandfather arms, they shattered the state by what you maintain is a splendid guide of communities, by eloquence. What about our ancient laws and ancestral tradition? What about the auspices over which both of us, Crassus, preside to the great benefit of the state? What about our religion, custom, and ceremonies? And what about the civil law, in which our family has already been engaged for a long time without any reputation for eloquence? Were these things invented or mastered, or even handled at all by your crowd of orators? I well remember that Servius Galba, the brilliant speaker, and Marcus Aemilius Persina and Gaius Carba, the man whom you struck down when you were young, were all ignorant of our statuses, at a loss about our ancestral customs, and knew nothing of the civil law. And as for your own generation, you're an exception, Crassus, and you have learned civil law from our owing to your own dedication, rather than because it is one of the tasks required of an accomplished speaker. But your contemporaries are so ignorant of the civil law that it sometimes makes me blush. Alright, guys, we've done with the next part, and we're gonna continue the next one, but tomorrow. Thank you for joining me today in this video. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Bye.